Okay, so I want to get on the subject about, again, about setting boundaries, respect, and this is for the men. For you men, it's the way society now is pretty much hostile toward masculinity. Very hostile toward masculinity. I was actually seeing a young lady, and we got into a disagreement, which I thought was pretty petty. But, and I'm going to circle around there. We were having a discussion, and it really wasn't a discussion on her behalf. On my half, I was trying to have a discussion so she could see my point of view and trying to understand my point of view. But she wasn't having it, and she basically was trying to argue. And I said, this is not about trying to win the argument, it's trying to get to understand each other. And she just wasn't having it, and so she started talking to me crazy. And she was a much younger woman. I said, wait a minute, let's pump the brakes right now. Who do you think you're talking to? Okay? You either talk to me with respect, or you can get up and go. Okay? The last time I checked, I'm a grown man. I've been there a long time ago. I've been grown a long time ago. So if you got to disagree with me, you say it with respect. I'm not none of these young guys out here that's going to put up with that. And that's the problem with these young guys today. They've been socialized to be soft. So after I told her what I said, and I didn't say it mean, I still was respectful with what I said, but I was assertive. And I drawed the line. So she basically said, which was kind of ironic. She said, oh, you just got too much testosterone for me. And I said, oh, okay. I said, you have a problem with men. That's what makes a man is testosterone. Or you used to talking to being around a certain type of man. You know. So I'm just kind of analyzing this. And I said, okay, all right, that's your, the way you feel about it, then all right, I'm just gonna go ahead. I paid for the drinks and went on my way. And there's a part 2 to that, but I'm gonna leave it, save that for another video. And I just kind of left her alone. Sometimes it's not good to just, when things are not going anywhere, it's just sometimes to just back off, collect your thoughts and back off. Because you don't want to get too emotional, especially you men. Don't get emotional in a discussion with a woman, because that's her area, that's where she dwells. And you don't do that. You stay logical and don't argue with her. If she wants to argue, let her argue by herself. It takes 2 to argue. So you just leave the premise or leave the environment. But the thing is that I set boundaries. And I'm not going to basically tell you what it was. Just, I set boundaries and I said, you're not going to do this. Now, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what you're not going to do, okay? And you're not going to talk to me crazy. And I see that a lot, especially in the black community. Yeah, I'm jumping on the black folks right now. And the women has been conditioned to try to disrespect their men, and a lot of the men allow it to happen. I'm telling you men, especially you young guys, because you've been indoctrinated to be that way. A lot of you not, but a lot of you are. Don't put up with a woman's crap. I don't care what race she is. Don't put up with it. If she can't be, you got to make man respect, because the person may not like you, but respect goes a lot further than someone actually liking you. Okay? Someone liking you, that's pretty much fine. It can go up and down, and you like you, don't like you. But respect is constant. So you maintain that by maintaining your boundaries. And if she get out of line, just tell her, no, I'm not going to have this. And if she has a problem with it, let her go. Walk away. That, let me go ahead and take this card here. Walk away. Don't look back. Don't take her back. okay? Because she tried once, she'll try it again, okay? And it's best to remain, away. Silence is powerful, okay? Silence and absence is powerful. And you can speak a lot louder being silent than to argue with her. Don't do it, men. Don't do it. And I know society is teaching men to be a different way, but don't do it. It's better to be alone, as the Bible says. It's better to be up on a rooftop, and I'm paraphrasing, alone, to be with a quarrelsome woman. And on that note, this is Amos Brown. I'm signing out.